I would say that, if I had advice for somebody joining a small group, if you have concerns, I would say, I think number one, express them. And so that you have the chance to get some feedback and talk about it. And also, I would say that you can probably go at your own pace. I think there isn't a rule or a guideline. I know there wasn't in this group that you have to share a certain amount or a certain type of, information, and that there is just a lot of respect and trust. I don't know. What do you think about that?
No, I totally agree with all that. I think joining a small group, it can, of course, be a little bit scary at first, especially if you don't know the other participants. I think asking questions. I think Lisa was great about answering any concerns we had before we started.
Absolutely.
I think one of the other things about this group in particular is that the way she curated each participant, so that I think we were all sort of in the same stage of life, even though we may come from very different backgrounds, that it was intentional, and I think we were able to connect in a way that way past my expectations.
Right.
And I think it was, if I were to give any advice to to anyone to come into this group, is just to be able to be vulnerable, to be okay with figuring out who you are. I think you have to be able to open up and realize some of that there are things that maybe you think up to this point you haven't been able to discover about yourself or to maybe deal with. And even though you can go at your own pace, if you really want to get the most out of it, you have to be able to open up.
That's a really good point. And I would say, to kind of have faith in yourself in the process. And the only one more piece of advice I would have for somebody is to understand that we actually all have far more in common than we have differences. And that really came out in the group.
It's so true. But the one thing when you were talking about that, it made me think that you also have to be able to be open to other people's differences. That you're not maybe from the same type of background, the same career path, the same type of family, that you have to be able to accept the differences in each other and listen to what they're saying, and that the wisdom that can come from other people when they come together in this group can be so impactful in your own life.
It's 100% true. Such a good point. And we all have a different frame of reference, and we can learn from each other.
Yeah.
Brigid, do you think we're going to stay connected after this?
There's probably a good chance of that.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Brigid and I already do some things outside of the group together. We've gone to listen to some music. We've gone to lunch. We text each other, and same with the other members of the group. Feel the same.
Yeah.
So I would say, for sure. I don't know about you, but I rely on these ladies a lot for support, and so I don't want to do without it.
Yeah, I think when you get to know people so quickly at such a important level, that it cuts through all of the, and it's just a quick friendships are formed.
Yeah.
And they're at a level that you can trust, and it's just easy and it's comfortable, and like Jen said, we know we can count on each other. And support each other.
Yeah. You guys know a lot about me, so I don't need to explain a lot.
As I say, warts and all.
Yeah.
Warts and all.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it's
It's
good.
It is good.
Yeah.